Hello and welcome to another episode of Boxing with Paul. And today I'm very excited to bring you Zizo's Aurora Z4 wireless Bluetooth LED speaker. Let's take a look at it. You can currently find this speaker on Zizo's website for only $79.99 in your choice of 3 colors: blue, black, or red. In the box, we got a remote control. So besides the remote, we also got an 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch auxiliary cable with spring tension relievers at the end, which is something that's you don't normally see in cables this cheap. They might be just for show, but I mean, why go that far if they don't do any function? But yeah, these have tension relieving springs on the end of them, which is something that's very cool to see. However, just really quick here, you guys might be able to see that I just took these out of the bag, out of the box, and they're already tarnished and dirty. Like they look like they've been out, or they don't look used necessarily, they just look tarnished. A type A to micro B USB cable for charging, as well as a quick start guide that tells us how to get started with our device. This is driving me up the wall. The last Pure Gear Pure Boom speaker, that one claimed to have a pairing capability where you could pair multiple of them up at the same time, and not only were we not able to, it made no mention of it in the instruction manual. Now you can clearly see here the way it should be done. They call it, I usually see it in other wireless speakers, they call it TWS, True Wireless Surround, and this tells you turn on Bluetooth and then double press the play pause button to enter TWS function. Once confirmed, link 2 Zizo Aurora Z4 speakers together with the same Bluetooth device. Double press the play pause button again to cancel TWS function. And of course, you also get a little mini Zizo brochure that basically advertises to you and tells you a little bit about your warranty. Although I have never put in a claim for Zizo's warranty, so I don't know how good or how bad their warranty exchange or warranty claim process might be. In the box, we also get an XLR female to 1/8 inch male adapter for our microphone. This is very good because usually these things don't ever include any cables or any of the accessories that you need to get it started. So that's very good attention to detail. And finally, we also get a very cheap microphone that comes included with our wireless speaker. And here is the cheap Zizo microphone that comes in it. It has an XLR in, so that you guys can go ahead and plug it up. And I'm gonna guess that you can probably also use this with other things, but I can't imagine why you would want to use this, as I cannot imagine this being the highest quality microphone. Just for you guys to get a closer look at the microphone and what it looks like, it does come with an on-off switch, and it says Zizo Dynamic on it. I mean, that's, oh, it's okay. So let's go ahead and take off the wind guard, or the windscreen. And it's not really a wind guard because there's no foam in here. It's just a plastic shell, and here is the microphone itself. The actual speaker itself. So now the speaker itself is actually rather large, as you guys can see by the box as well. It was really hard to have it all on the table together. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does feel quite cheap. It's a little bit on the light side, and it does have a carrying handle on the top for us to be able to carry it. Not so much for its weight, but rather because of its shape, because of how awkward it might be. If we look over on the left side of the device, we're gonna be able to see our on-off switch, as well as our micro B USB input, followed by our full-size USB input, so that we can have a thumb drive or a flash drive and play music out of that. Same thing with micro SD. We have a slot for you to be able to insert your card and play music out of there. We also have an 1/8 inch auxiliary input, so that you can plug in an 1/8 inch auxiliary jack, play out of your phone, play out of your laptop. In addition to that, we also have a 1/4 inch microphone input. That's not only just for that microphone, but also, I'm gonna guess, you can probably either plug in your guitar or your piano, but just get yourself an amplifier at that point. Let's go ahead and fire it up.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Bluetooth mode.
And once we have it turned on, we can find it on our list of Bluetooth devices. It should come up as Zizo Aurora Z4, so exactly as the name implies.
Paired successfully.
And you'll know it's paired successfully because it'll tell you so. And I know this is copyrighted music, but that's what we're going to listen to. While I was listening to David Guetta's Titanium, the music took over me, and I went ahead and I plugged in the microphone that comes included with, and I discovered two things. Number one, I am terrible at singing, and number two, this is either a really, really bad microphone or just really, really bad design, because it doesn't matter how high or how low the speaker is turned. It doesn't matter if you have it on maximum or minimum volume. The volume that's coming out of the microphone is always the same. And this thing, because it is a cheap dynamic microphone, you really have to almost yell into it for you to get any sound out of this at all. It's not very good. It's really, really crappy. So even if I talk into it, I have to get super, super close so that it can pick me up and it can register me. Now you guys are able to hear me, and you have to get super, super close to it. Like, you have to literally be kissing the microphone. Like, literally be kissing the microphone for anybody or anything to be able to help you. And you guys are listening to the beautiful sound that comes from the Zizo C4 Aurora speaker. Not very good now, is it? And there's absolutely no way to modulate that sound, whether you want it to be soft or whether you want it to be loud. It wasn't very loud when I did have it cranked with David. It literally felt as if it was the same volume as the Pure Gear Boom, which was a wireless speaker about yay big, yay tall, itty bitty thing. I was very excited for the microphone, especially when you compare it against what we use here in our channel, the Blue Yeti. Now this thing is not fancy at all. It's only about $100 when you are $120 when you buy it brand new without any accessories, but it does do a world of difference having a proper microphone versus having a cheaply made microphone. And as always, thanks for watching.